What is going on, Kai Academy family? I am Vernon Hill, the host with the most plugins. So today we are going to be going over December's top plugins. All right, top 5 plugins that I'm using currently in my setup. Let's get into the jam. First, make sure everybody like, comment, and subscribe on this video for more content. All right, my first favorite plugin. This is a plugin that has stayed on my channel strip until the end of time, and maybe we'll find something eventually that will change it, but today it is the SSL channel strip. SSL, if you're not familiar with SSL, they are a legendary audio manufacturing company. They created the SSL G-Series desk, which has the SSL G-Series compressor in it. Very, very famous. If you don't know about it, you must know about it. Today, this is the SSL channel. All right, this is a channel strip. It includes high, low filters, a parametric EQ band ranging from high band, high mid band, low mid band, and low frequencies. You have your dynamics, meaning compressors. You have your gate, meaning gate. And you have input attenuation and output attenuation, as well as a phase flip. This is a channel strip of a $100,000 console. So when I use this, I throw this on my vocal sum. And check it out. I'm gonna play you guys the song. You can take a listen what we're working with.
Who do you think you can rap on, bitch? Can't fuck with them boys, they ain't stepped on shit. If you got good game, we can match that shit. Spill my cup, I'ma smack you, bitch. And I came in these bitch and had put that shit all on the end.
Shout out JR Donato, Tukey Jetson. I love this plugin because when I turn it off, I feel like I lose a lot of life in my mix. This is what holds a lot of things together. I have every knob turned on this plugin. Pretty much every knob turned. I have the high filters going, low filters going. I have the high frequency going, high mid frequency. I have every band going. It's that lovely. So take a listen to it with it on.
Who do you think you can rap on, bitch? Can't fuck with them boys, they ain't stepped on shit. Who do you think you can rap on, bitch? Can't fuck with them boys, they ain't stepped on shit.
I mean, you instantly lose a lot of life. I mean, this is an all-encompassing plugin for me. SSL Waves must have. All right, let's move on to another plugin from Waves. All right, if you don't have Waves, I think Waves alone is pretty much a must-have grab bag for any engineer's toolkit. I think that it's very worth it to invest in the right plugins. So here's 2 plugins that I think are worth purchasing from Waves. SSL channel. Use that on every mix. When all else fails, we go to Renaissance. Renaissance X. All right, check it out. It looks a lot like the RVox. See, they're both Renaissance plugins. This is Renaissance Vox, and this is Renaissance X. They look very similar. They do have some similar details to them. The only difference being that this one has a gate, and this one has an attack knob. So when you really think about it, this Renaissance might just be the vibe for vocals. All right, so this is a very easy plugin. Ready? One pull. Ready? One pull.
For sure. And I know that these funny won't stop.
So what you can tell about the Renaissance is that when you take down the threshold, you're adding volume as well as compressing. So as most compressors would do when you are pulling down the threshold is you will get rid of gain. Gain will leave your recording. So most plugins will have makeup gain. So you add gain back. But this plugin is different. This is the Renaissance X. All right, so when you add threshold, you pull the threshold down, doesn't go up past that. You're adding volume and adding compression. So with that, you can remove certain gain. So like, let's say we'll just remove a decibel.
Smoke. I got these Valentine right in my pack. Ball every day like I play for the rack. I run no feet in the crew in my pack. I fuck on it, I bitch and I make a high look like my neck.
I mean, super sick. So it's a very easy to use plugin, but this is anytime that the compression doesn't feel right to you, use the Renaissance. Use the Renaissance. All right, and I'll give you guys one more trick with the Renaissance. All right, you can highlight every single knob here. You grab them all. You see how the like little glow happens, like a little LED glow. All right, and now you can pull all the plugins together, or pull all the pieces together. And this is like one of my favorite tricks with the Renaissance.
Smoke. I got these Valentine right in my pack. Ball every day like I play for the rack. I run no feet in the crew in my pack. I fuck on it, I bitch and I make a high look like my neck Curtis Jackson. I got power, yeah.
You see how it's doing like 9 decibels of gain reduction, but it sounds fine. Use your ears, people. Use your ears. Use your ears. Don't mix looking. You don't listen to music with your eyes. Okay? You watch in the Renaissance. will do great things for you. This is a great plugin, all right? I'm telling you, this is tried, true, tested. All of these plugins are plugins I use all the time. I use these on every single mix. If I'm not using it, there's probably just something else that fit it just that much better. This much better. Renaissance, all right? Waves. So those are the end of the Waves plugins for my favorites, okay? I know I could do a whole mix with Waves plugins, but that's not why we're here. All right, my next favorite plugin, number 3. Stereomaker by Brainworks. This is a plugin alliance plugin. So if you are interested in getting this, it's very easy to get. I think it's like $10 a month at the lowest, something like that. And I think it's very worth it. You can kind of see how many plugins you get in there in their bundle. This is not a sponsored video by any means. I just, very much enjoy the plugins. So this is the Brainworks Stereomaker. And before I get into this plugin, make sure you guys like and comment, subscribe on this video. We have a lot of other great engaging content, and I hope you guys learned something really great today. If you don't, you will. Okay, great. This is the Brainworks Stereomaker. This does exactly what the name says it does. You're making stereo, baby. You're making it. All right, you're articizing the stereo. So something that's really, really great about mixing is being able to use your stereo field and your headroom to the best of your abilities. That's what people are looking for. That's the professional quality. That's the sauce. It's the sauce. We want to be great. Using our stereo field is how we do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this plugin works. So as you can tell, it's like an imaging kind of plugin. You have a tone knob, the tone being more like an EQ shaper. The high dampening is kind of what it says. You're dampening highs. It's roll off that high end. Mono frequencies. This is if you want to make the stereo not a stereo. And then the tilt being obvious that you will go to the left speaker or more to the right speaker. You have full control over that. So let me show you guys how to use this plugin. The way that I use it in my mixes. I have clients that keep coming back to me for this effect. Clients will come back to me and be like,
hey man, I really liked what you did with my layers. I like that you made things sound smooth and you put things in the background the right way, but it still felt big.
This is how I do it. This is how you do it. The Stereomaker, Brainworks, Plugin Alliance. All right. This mode, right, you see right here, tilt and pan. You're going to want to change this to pan. Okay, this will make the effect turn into a stereo imaging effect. Off the gate, it does not. It'll make it like an EQ. So, let me show you how this works. The stereo expression. Turn this all the way up, man. Turn it up. So you can already hear. That's doing stereo. That's doing stereo affecting. You're making stereo. So you pull this tone knob, and you can really start to tell how you can sculpt this effect. Take a listen. I'm just going to scan.
I know they don't want to smoke. I got these Valentine right in my pack. Ball every day like I play for the rack. I run no feet in the crew in my pack. I fuck on it, I bitch and I make a holler.
You see how there's, like, that tone knob is great. It does exactly what it says it's doing. It's changing tones. Obviously, you are going through the EQ curves, but you are changing the tone of the song. And I think with layering, or with any sort of thing that you're turning into stereo, a guitar, a piano, you name it, this is how you make a tone, a color, and really have something interesting that's using up the stereo field instead of just compression, EQ. This is modulation. I think it's very, very important to have on my mix. So take a listen to when I take this effect. I'm gonna probably just tone this back to like right about here. I'm gonna grab this plugin that I have on the stereo sum, and I'm gonna throw it on these layers in the hook, okay? And just take a listen to what it does to the vocals.
For sure. And I know that these funny gon' stop. I know they don't want to smoke. I got these Valentine right in my pack. Ball every day like I play for the rack. I run no feet in the crew in my pack. I fuck on it, I bitch.
So you hear how when those emphasis layers are happening, it's like pushing them all the way to the sides. I actually would have loved to have done this effect on the actual record. Could have actually used this effect on this record. I think it would have actually sounded really cool. So yes, Brainworks Stereomaker, Plugin Alliance. Great plugin. I am always looking for something to be my spreading, my doubler, You know, it's a very important thing to have. And this is my favorite one. All right, next plugin. Let's stick with the plugin alliance. We like the plugin alliance over here. This is not a sponsored video. I really do enjoy plugin alliance. My favorite EQ. This is the sauce, man. What plugins are you using? How do you make things sound shiny? What this is it. This is that part of the video where you pay attention. This EQ, the AMEK EQ 200. All right. If this looks similar to you, it's because this is modeled after a real piece of analog gear, the GML EQ. The GML is a fantastic piece of analog gear, like $7,000 worth of fantastic audio gear. So this plugin alone is a godsend. So I'm going to show you guys how I use this plugin in real time. I put it on the damn master. I put it on the top of the chain, and let's make some sauce. I mean, let's just see what it does. These high bands, there's 2 high EQs. There's a mid EQ and 2 low EQs. I think it's interesting how they spread it apart. You can really take control over the low and the highs, which is what you would want to do from something that is a mastering style EQ or something that's adding bump and high. This does it the best. So when I turn up this high EQ band, okay, I'm going to turn this up 9 decibels. Let's take a listen to what it sounds like. I'm going to put this all the way up to 26K.
I make a high, look like my name Curtis Jackson, I got power, yeah. Who do you think you can rep on, bitch? Can't fuck with them boys, they ain't stepped on shit. If you got good game, we can match that shit. Spit in my cup, I'm smack you, bitch. And I came in these beats and had put the
It's insane. It's insane. You can turn this up all the way. You can go up like 15 decibels of high end and almost feel like it's just buttery on top of it. It's not adding too much. It's not over colorful. This is what in the industry we call glue. We are looking for glue. This is what we want. We want glue. This is a great glue plugin. This is great on vocals. This is great on just about anything, but currently I use this on my masters. I'll turn this on. I'll just add some high end. Let's listen to what the bump does. Let's see what the low end do.
I bitch and I make a high, look like my name Curtis Jackson, I got power, yeah. Who do you think you can rep on, bitch? Can't fuck with them boys, they ain't stepped on shit. If you got good game, we can match that shit. Spit in my cup, I'm smack you, bitch. And I came in these beats and had put that shit all on again. They ain't think I can do that. Team full of dead niggas, go get your crew back. These be quick, it ain't no time to shoot back. I pull up with Goon and no
I mean, it's so smooth. This is such a smooth plugin. It's very visually easy to use. I think if you understand how to use a parametric EQ, this is pretty much easy as you really just have your shelving. You can change the notches to different shapes, different frequency bands. Love that you have a 26K. You even have 15 hertz, which is like, I mean, most EQs wouldn't add a 15 hertz on it. So what also is super interesting about this AMEK plugin is that you have a stereo width adjustment. You can make your whole mix.
Who do you think you can rep on, bitch? Can't fuck with them boys, they ain't stepped on shit. If you got good game, we can match that shit. Spit in my
But to me, what I think is the most interesting is that they have a mono maker section. This section that will make the song more mono or make the selection more centered, not stereo. One path. Take a listen.
Cup, I'm smack you, bitch. And I came in these beats and had put that shit all on again. They ain't think I can do that. Team full of dead niggas, go get your crew back.
See, I like to use this at the end of my mix. See, it's how it's on my master. I like to use this at the end of the mix to check everything in mono, or at least digitally. You know, I have a button that could change things to mono, but I like hearing it in the software change to mono. I don't think that you really will find anything else that offers EQ selection, filtering at a mastering grade with a stereo width expansions, mid-side, and a mono maker section with all of this graph as well. So at the moment, AMEK EQ 200 is taking the cake for best EQ December 2022. Make sure you hit the like, the comment, the subscribe, you donate, you tell your neighbor you love them, you call your mom, and you make this music career happen, man. All right? Jeez. Get it going. Last plugin of December 2022. Last plugin of the year. Last plugin of the year. This is the last plugin. All right, this is my favorite plugin of the year. iZotope. Trash. 2. This is a distortion plugin. This is a fantastic plugin. I've been scouting distortion plugins. You know, checking out distortion plugins, trying to see which ones are my favorite. I really love distortion. I'm a metalhead. I love heavy metal. I love distortion. So take it from me. iZotope Trash 2 takes the cake. If you don't have it in your toolbox, you need it. Don't even let me show you anything. Go look at it. Go buy it. It's a fantastic plugin. I think it is amazing. So the trick to iZotope Trash, okay, that is different, that I'd say than another distortion, is it's made by iZotope. I think that they're just like so cool. They think about everything that you could possibly need to shape something in the proper way. This is almost like mastering for distortion. This is like distortion mastering, okay? You have a filter section that you can kind of activate and add high end, take out low end. Love this. Total shaping. You can turn it off if you want to. You have this preamp section. You can kind of just add a little bit more drive. This is a distortion plugin. I mean, it's not just distortion options here. You see how you got these drive sections. You have distortions. You have drives. Faulty, like broken TVs and stuff. Fuzz, it's gonna fuzz. Heavy, love that. Retro, saturate, sick stuff. These are all the distortions that come in a distortion plugin, obviously. But if you look around, there's so many different types of distortion that are being run. You have this preamp, you have a drive, you have this filter, which EQ can also cause distortion. You have a filter section, like an even more defined filter section. Filter 2. All right, there's got to be a reason for 2 filters. Convolution distortion. Convolution distortion. Have you even heard of that? I've heard of convolution reverb, but this is convolution distortion. What I'm trying to get the point of, dynamics. There's even a delay section. What I'm trying to make the point of is that iZotope Trash is making a garbage bin of distortions. And I'm going to show you guys what this plugin do, okay? Let's go in this distortion mode. Let's try one out. And this is on the, I put the trash in the end of my vocal mix bus. So let me just show you the bypass. Before.
For sure. And I know that these niggas won't stop. I know they don't want to smoke.
After.
I got these Lalantine right in my pack. Ball every day like I play for the rack. I ran no feet in the crew in my pack.
Oh, it's so cool. Like, it's not overly distorted. I put that mix knob in there, turned down some gain, adjusted the filter on it, and it just hit. It's driving. It has this cool hit to it. Love the iZotope Trash. This is something I will put on almost every mix from now on. I just absolutely love it. Until I find something I don't think is, wait till we find something that's better than iZotope Trash. Wait till we find something better than the SSL channel strip. What do you guys think? Is there anything better out there than the SSL channel strip? The Renaissance Axe, iZotope Trash 2, the Amec EQ 200, Brainworks, Stereomaker. What do you guys think? Anything better than those? Put it in the comments. Thank you so much, Kai Academy, for showing out, showing love. I hope you guys learned something new or found a new love and appreciation for a plugin that you already knew about. I'm Vernon Hill, signing off. I'll see you guys next month for our top 5.